Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Sangre Blanco will not be able to compete since he lost his match. He ended up getting an injury in his neck, so he will be out for a few weeks. And so replacing him is the person who got second in the Battle Royale, Mark Bailey. So we're going to have these 6 men compete for a chance of being known as Mr. Cash in this Mr. Cash match. So let's see which one of these 6 will win. Here we are with our Mr. Cash match. And the first opponent making his way to the ring, the self-proclaimed genius, Mark Bailey. And Mark Bailey was in a rivalry with the Flying X. Even though he did lose, he was able to compete once again and got an opportunity to compete here in the battle and the Mr. Cash match. And Mark Bailey is 7-6 right now. He's hoping to pick up this win and become Mr. Cash for the first time ever, and the first time in WSE history, for that matter. But Bailey feels really full of himself since he was able to get into this match due to Blanco's injury, so this should be very interesting to see what happens. Bailey looks at the ladder, now looking away, and here we go with the next competitor, our second opponent, making his way to the ring, the perfect Keith Joyner. And Keith Joyner is 4-6 right now with wins and losses. He was in a rivalry with Tawazaki as well and was able to beat Tawazaki, being the first heel to win their rivalry. So this is going to be very interesting to see how Joyner does in this match. Joyner did beat Zach Harden, who already had the shot at it, but Joyner told Harden if Harden can beat him, he deserved it. But if Joyner beats him, he gets the spot. Harden accepted, Harden lost, so Joyner has taken the spotlight as the contender for the Mr. Cash match. So the only question is, will he walk out as Mr. Cash? We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, he's very full of himself right now, thinking he will win this match since he is the perfect Keith Joyner. And the third opponent, making his way to the ring, the cat from down under, not the cat from down under, the cat from Africa, the cat of South America, the Panther. Where is the Panther? Oh, he was in the ring the entire time. Okay. So he was in the ring the entire time. He's ready to go already. But here we go with the fourth opponent making his way to the ring. The Superman of WSE, Christopher Bailey. And before you ask, no, Christopher and Mark Bailey are not related whatsoever. As far as I know, they're not related anyway. But Christopher Bailey is ready to compete here. He was the first ever Galaxy champion. Lost to Hans Coronado, and as you watched earlier, Hans Coronado did lose to Red Avenger. And now Bailey is looking for the heavyweight championship title, ready to prove himself. And is going to start by becoming the first Mr. Cash here tonight. Let's see if he'll be able to do it with all the other competitors in this match. And here we go, the fifth opponent and last person for the Friday Night Frenzy, making his way to the ring, half of the upper class, Florentino Rubio. Florentino Rubio did win the Battle Royal that Mark Bailey was a part of and got the opportunity to compete in this match and was very happy to win the match. He got rid of both William Ross, the Giant himself, and Mark Bailey, doing an amazing job in the match. So he deserved the opportunity to compete in it. And now he's got to deal with Mark Bailey, who got second in that Battle Royal from Friday Night Frenzy. And Bailey's probably going to want to get revenge on Rubio here tonight. Rubio's starting to think he is the strongest, he is the best wrestler since he was able to take out the Giant of WSE. But we'll have to wait and see how he does in this match. Besides, we already have a Giant in the match. We'll have to see how this Giant does. He's making his way to the ring, our final competitor for this match. The Russian Giant, Claude Overton. Claude Overton's ready to win this match, ready to become the first ever Mr. Cash, just like everyone else in this arena. Everyone else in the ring, I mean. And Overton was able to win his chance to compete from a Battle Royale as well. So this should be a very interesting match indeed to see how Claude Overton and the other 5 competitors do in this match. And a lot of people have their money on Claude Overton to win it. And some people, and there's a few that I've heard have their money on the Panther or even Christopher Bailey to win. So we'll have to see what happens here in the match. If Overton, Bailey, other Bailey, or any of these competitors will win, see which one it will be. And Overton's going to be the biggest threat since he is the Giant. All the competitors are going to have to figure out what they need to do to stop him here tonight as all the competitors circle the ring getting ready for Overton. So here we go with our match. Panther going up against Mark, Christopher going up against Claude, and here we are with our match. Panther already making his way out to the outside of the ring. Mark Bailey going after him. Christopher Bailey and Claude Overton fighting it out. And Florentino Rubio and Keith Joyner are now fighting as well. As you can see, Panther was trying to get the ladder up, but Mark Bailey stopped him real quick. Florentino Rubio knocking Keith Joyner down to the ground. The only 2 left in the ring is Christopher Bailey and Claude Overton. As Panther works on Mark Bailey, throwing him right into the barricade, and now looking to do some more damage onto him. And Overton with a nice reversal, stopping Christopher Bailey and knocking him down with a shoulder block. Oh my goodness, and here we go right off the bat. Oh, okay, it wasn't what I was thinking it was. I thought Overton was about to do his choke slam. But nah, he was just holding Bailey by the throat and punching him right in the gut. Here comes Mark Bailey. It looks like he's turned his attention over to Keith Joyner and Rubio. Oh, and a team up by Keith Joyner and Mark Bailey onto Rubio. There's a beautiful tornado DDT. And Overton goes after Christopher Bailey. Everyone's on the outside of the ring. Nice neck breaker right there by Joyner onto Rubio. And Mark Bailey working on the legs of Panther here. As both the Baileys are now going after each other. The Battle of the Baileys. Now the attention is turned back over to Rubio. Nope, it's going back to Christopher Bailey. And Panther's going after Claude Overton. Keith Joyner and Florentino Rubio are fighting it out as well. Beautiful move by Mark Bailey right onto Christopher Bailey. A beautiful move by Panther right onto Mark Bailey. And Joyner clawing the back of Rubio. Christopher Bailey with a nice Russian leg sweep right there onto Overton. And Mark Bailey just threw Panther right onto the apron and slammed Christopher Bailey's head down onto the ground. Christopher Bailey, not happy about that, gets back up and throws Mark Bailey into the barricade, looking for a snap suplex. And Claude Overton goes right after Panther with a nice power slam. Now Christopher Bailey has turned his attention over to Florentino Rubio. As Keith Joyner turns his attention over to Claude Overton, Mark Bailey's going to go after the Panther. Oh, now Keith Joyner's going after Mark Bailey. Panther attack. Oh, wait, no. Christopher Bailey's now attacking the Panther. Keith Joyner's got the ladder in hand. It looks like he's going to go ahead and take it to the ring. Christopher Bailey's getting on top rope and diving to the outside of the ring to get the Panther. My goodness. And here we go. Joyner setting up the ladder while everyone's on the outside of the ring. Rubio power bombing Christopher Bailey onto the barricade. And Overton sees this. It looks like he's trying to get into the ring. Here we go. He's going to try to stop Keith Joyner from getting the briefcase and becoming Mr. Cash. So Overton makes his climb up, slowly but surely. There's a punch right there onto Joyner's abs. Another punch, and knocking Keith Joyner, and Keith Joyner accidentally hitting Mark Bailey on the way down. Gives Claude Overton the chance to maybe grab the briefcase. And Rubio's trying to push the ladder down, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. No, Claude Overton's too heavy right now. And Florentino's throwing some punches right there. Keith Joyner also is back up on the ladder, throwing punches onto Overton. And both Rubio and Christopher Bailey teamed up to push down the ladder to get rid of Keith Joyner and Claude Overton. Christopher Bailey now has the ladder in hand. And Panther's bringing in a new ladder, setting it up, making a little bridge. As Christopher Bailey looks to ascend up the ladder. Panther trying to stop him. Mark Bailey looks like he's going to be doing the same thing. Mark Bailey and Keith Joyner are going to team up and push the ladder down. There goes Christopher Bailey, but he's able to stand and keeps fighting. Holy crap. Everyone's back in the ring. Overton has the ladder, but not long. Panther takes it away. And now Overton takes it back, saying it's mine. And just throws it on the ground. Here we go. Panther and Overton going at each other. Florentino Rubio going over Christopher Bailey's head, knocking him down to the ground. Rubio. Oh, Joyner looking to do an amazing move. Oh, breaks the ladder in half with a beautiful elbow drop right there onto Mark Bailey. I don't think Mark Bailey's going to be able to get up. That was a beautiful move by Keith Joyner. Didn't know he had it in him. And Panther knocks Rubio down with the ladder as he sets up the ladder now. Here we go, Panther trying to get the briefcase as Joyner comes into the ring now. Throwing a punch onto Panther, but Panther doesn't Panther finally let go. And Mark Bailey and Keith Joyner are going to team up again, knocking Florentino Rubio down. There's a powerbomb by Christopher Bailey from the Panther, who was hanging up top. Panther's out of the ring. Joyner got thrown out of the ring. Overton has the ladder now as he aims to hurt Rubio with it, but Christopher Bailey stops him and hits him in the back, knocking him down. Christopher Bailey grabs the ladder and knocks Overton down. And throwing the ladder to the outside, it hits Joyner in the head. Holy crap. My goodness, this match is going really good right now. That beautiful monkey flip right there by Christopher Bailey onto Rubio as Keith Joyner and Mark Bailey are in the ring. And Keith Joyner throws Mark Bailey over the ropes into the middle rope, looking for a neck breaker, a hanging neck breaker. There we go. Joyner ruining the elbows to the face onto Rubio, throwing Bailey over the ropes. Trying to knock Bailey down. There goes Bailey down to the ground. Joyner throws a huge punch onto Panther now as Keith Joyner goes after Christopher Bailey. And picks up a ladder. Claude Overton stops it as he just got up. He's looking to put a finisher right onto Keith Joyner. Looking for a running power slam. Connects the move. Joyner's down. I haven't seen Mark Bailey get up since he got put into the ladder. Wondering if he's alright. There's an elbow right to the head onto Rubio. A huge punch now. Ooh, and a huge giant missile drop kick by Overton right onto Rubio, busting Rubio open. Beautiful move by Panther right onto Christopher Bailey, doing damage. And Mark Bailey is getting up. And Mark Bailey's got the ladder. Nobody even notices just yet as he gets in the ring, but both Panther and Mark Bailey have ladders in the ring. Panther's taking Mark Bailey's ladder, throwing it down. Looks like those two are about to get into a hustle, but Mark Bailey throwing Panther over the ropes and shoulder blocking him down to the ground. And here we go. Mark Bailey grabs the ladder. He's going ahead and setting it up. He's going to go ahead and try to climb up. Well, maybe. Rubio's doing a little bit of showboating right now. As one of the crowds yells at him, saying he's weak. He decided to show off his muscle. Beautiful German suplex by Christopher Bailey right onto Rubio. And Mark Bailey's sitting there and just watching. He goes right after Panther now. Here we go. Panther throws Mark Bailey over the ropes. And here goes Panther as he climbs up the ladder, looking to grab the belt. Christopher Bailey notices this and he's going after Panther now. Here we go. Christopher Bailey finally getting up there, throwing some punches onto Panther, trying to maybe knock him down. And there we go. Pushes Panther down onto the ground as he tries to grab the briefcase now, and Rubio's stopping him. And Mark Bailey's throwing Keith Joyner out of the ring. Rubio still attacking Christopher Bailey. And now we got both the Baileys up on the rope. Rubio's trying to push it down, but here comes Overton. Overton's saying, watch this, I'm going to push it down. But Mark Bailey able to knock Christopher Bailey down before the ladder went down with Mark Bailey on it. Rubio getting thrown out of the ring, a beautiful spinning heel kick. Overton's got the ladder, but Joyner knocks him down. Now grabbing the ladder and continues to beat on Overton. Everyone is down except Joyner as Joyner climbs to the top, trying to grab the briefcase. Here comes Panther. Panther's back up. Looks like he's going to try to take care of it. He's going to try to push the ladder down with Joyner on it. And there we go. Joyner's now hanging up there. There's a power bomb by Overton. And Rubio attacking Mark Bailey right off the bat with a sit-down brainbuster. Mark Bailey might be out once again. Rubio using that ladder onto Mark Bailey and switching his target right onto Claude Overton, who's still not down. There we go. He's down and he's busted open. And now hitting Panther with it. Panther's down. Keith Joyner and Christopher Bailey are up. Christopher Bailey going up top. And Keith Joyner sees this. He's going to stop that and knock Christopher Bailey down. And looking for a Hurricane Rana from the top rope, throwing Christopher Bailey down. And Mark Bailey trying to throw Florentino Rubio out of the ring. Rubio stops himself saying, nah. Mark Bailey doing the same thing, saying, nah. But Rubio finally goes over. And Mark Bailey looking for a middle rope DDT right onto Rubio. Rubio rolls out of the ring. Keith Joyner and Christopher Bailey are going at it. Keith Joyner just threw Christopher Bailey over the rope, looking for a middle rope hanging neck breaker. And there's the slice cutter right there. As Mark Bailey and Keith Joyner are the only two up. Looks like they have a bit of a alliance going on. Ooh, beautiful teamwork, but Mark Bailey just betrayed Keith Joyner, now hitting Keith Joyner with the ladder. As Mark Bailey sets the ladder up, unaware that Claude Overton's back up. And here we go, Mark Bailey makes his way up top. And here comes Overton now as he makes his way up top. Rubio trying to push the ladder down with both of them on it, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Bailey with a nice reversal onto Overton, but Overton with a nice reversal now. As the two just keep swapping back and forth, but Mark Bailey actually was able to win and throw Claude Overton down. Here goes Rubio. Rubio's going to go up top, see if he can take Mark Bailey down. Pretty much a King of the Hill battle right now. And there goes Mark Bailey getting thrown down. Florentino Rubio's going to try to get the briefcase. Keith Joyner's going to go up and go against Florentino Rubio. Oh, and Florentino Rubio wins. He is now Mr. Cash. As we look at some of the replays of it, we can see how the match went. I can't believe Rubio won. Rubio is our first ever Mr. Cash. And this was an amazing match indeed. All 6 competitors did really well, but Rubio was able to pick up the win here tonight and become the first ever Mr. Cash. Let's go ahead and move on to our next match. And here we are with our next match. It is a singles competition match, and it is for the Showdown Championship title. And making his way to the ring, the challenger, Luke Barrett. Luke Barrett's been in a rivalry with Joseph Sage for at least a couple weeks now. And so Luke Barrett's going to be Joseph Sage's first main opponent here tonight. Luke Barrett's looking to pick up a win and win that Showdown Championship title. That way he can prove that he can beat the 2-time Showdown champion. And to let you know, Luke Barrett is 3-5 right now with wins and loss. Not a lot of wins, but not a lot of competition to begin with. So we'll have to see how Luke Barrett does in this match, if he'll be able to pull off the win against Joseph Sage here tonight. This should be an exciting match. And we also got to watch, see if Rubio's going to attack at any point in this match. Because Rubio is now the Mr. Cash. So he can put in that contract whenever he wants for the entire year on whatever championship belt he wants. And knowing him, he's probably going to go after Joseph Sage, try to beat Sage and get the title away from him. But we'll just have to wait and see as Luke Barrett is in the ring ready to go. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, the Showdown champion, Joseph Sage. And Joseph Sage is a 2-time Showdown champion, gaining the belt from Big Joe Jackson from a Fatal 4-Way match, then losing it in a ladder match to Kip Elmore, but got the title back that next week when he put in his rematch clause. And Joseph Sage plans on keeping the belt around his waist, doesn't want to get rid of it one bit. So we'll have to see how Joseph Sage does in this match, as he is 10-6 with wins and loss right now. So this is going to be a very interesting match indeed between these two mountain men. And like I said before, the Showdown Championship title is on the line here tonight. But here we go, Luke Barrett versus Joseph Sage in 3, 2, 1. And starting it off with a nice jumping DDT right there onto Barrett. And a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Joseph Sage starting off strong, attacking Barrett, and making sure Barrett feels every little bit of damage. Alright, here we go. Joseph Sage with a nice elbow drop right there onto Luke Barrett. And now using an Irish whip, trying to go for a big boot, but Barrett catches it and taking control, looking for a Boston Crab right onto Sage off the bat. But Sage able to fight out very fast and very quick. And here goes Luke Barrett here goes Sage grabbing Luke Barrett by the back of the neck, using the ropes to rebound Barrett down to the ground. Throwing some punches while Barrett is in the corner. Now Snake Eyes right there onto the top turnbuckle, doing amazing damage. And looking for a submission hold here on Barrett. Not sure if Barrett will tap out or not, if he'll be able to escape. Looks like he's going to be able to escape. As Luke Barrett throws a huge punch to the back of Sage, looking for a back suplex. And now just stomping like crazy right onto Sage. And here we go. Tearing Sage's beard, trying to like tear it off. My goodness. Here we go. Barrett did a good job making sure Sage didn't get out of it. Barrett using this to take control. Messing up on the move though. But still able to take control with a nice exploder suplex. Now just aiming for the arm of Sage. Trying to do as much damage as he can to Sage. There's a huge hit right to the back. As Luke Barrett now has Joseph Sage on the shoulders, throwing him onto the top rope, right on the chest. That's got to do a lot of damage. Beautiful move right there by Luke Barrett, showing off his strength, and he's looking to finish it here on Joseph Sage. And looking for Joseph Sage's own butterfly pile driver. This might be it. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen. Joseph Sage not able to win this match whatsoever, gaining his 7th loss, while Luke Barrett gains his 4th win in this match, using Joseph Sage's own move against him. Oh my goodness. But here he is, your new Showdown champion, Luke Barrett. My goodness. Let's go ahead and move on to our main event match. And here we are with our main event match. This is for the WSE Heavyweight Championship title. And making his way to the ring, the challenger, Jason King. Jason King is ready to compete here and ready to win that title, at least in a fair way this time, instead of the way he tried to win it by making it a draw. That was still a very terrible way. But Jason King is 4-7 right now with wins and loss. He's in this rivalry with El Loco Gladiator that started a couple weeks ago, so this should be very interesting to see what happens here tonight with Jason King, if he'll be able to pull off the win, or if El Loco Gladiator will be able to retain the championship title in this match. You can see King is full of himself. He really thinks he's going to win it this time around as he makes his way to the ring. Jason King did tell me backstage that he will win this match fair and square without the help of the Templar League. The Templar League is going to stay in the back as King goes up against Gladiator. Half of me doesn't want to believe him, but the other half of me might believe him this time around. We'll just have to wait and see if it's true or not. So here we go. Jason King finally in the ring, ready to go. And his opponent making his way to the ring, the WSE heavyweight champion, El Loco Gladiator. And El Loco Gladiator is 14-8 right now with wins and losses. He's looking to pick up the win here tonight, ready to prove himself as the world heavyweight champion, well, as the WSE heavyweight champion. And he's ready to get that 15th win. That way he can be up there with the Flying X's with wins right now. And here we go. Like I said before, the heavyweight championship title is on the line here tonight. And this is our main event match. So here we go. Jason King versus El Loco Gladiator in 3, 2, 1. And Gladiator starting it off strong with a nice backbreaker. Gonna stretch out King's back real quick, do some more damage. Here we go with a nice back suplex right there onto King. Gladiator taking full control in this match. There's a Northern Lights suplex. Here we go with my favorite move, the alligator roll Heimlich maneuver. This Gladiator now uses the ropes and messes up. King might be able to take some control here. Yes, he is. Throwing Gladiator over the ring. There's a shoulder block right onto Gladiator. And throwing Gladiator down the ramp. That's not the best idea, King. And there's a huge clothesline right there onto Gladiator. Another kick right onto Gladiator. And an elbow drop. Here we go. Beautiful scoop slam. Right on the Gladiator. King needs to get Gladiator back in the ring if he wants that title. There's a suplex. As King now runs back to the ring. He's not going to win like that. As he relaxes in the corner, Jason King wins, but El Loco Gladiator is still the champion. What is going on? I am so confused. But anyway, let's go look at the news, the rivalries, and also see who our power ranking champion is. All right, so we're going to look at rivalries after this week, just in case if any of them disappear. So we're going to do that. But Here we are. Title retained. Neil Braxton has successfully defended the technical championship title. New champion, Avenger, has won the Galaxy Championship. His merit as champion will be tested as Hans Coronado looks to get his title rematch soon. Mr. Money in the Bank, Rubio has won a Money in the Bank, well, Mr. Cash. Rubio has won Mr. Cash match. He can cash in and challenge the current champion whenever he wants. New champion, Barrett, has won the Showdown Championship title. Sage will be sure to put the new champion to the test with a title rematch soon. And new champion, King, has won the Heavyweight Championship title. Gladiator will be sure to put a new champion to test with a title rematch soon. What? Okay, we'll have to check that real quick. Alright. But here we are. We're on Monday Night Mania. And calendar-wise, we will be going to Free Fall. Will be our next pay-per-view event. But before we do, let's look at rivalries. We got those rivalries still going. That's a potential rivalry. Oh, yeah, and we got those rivalries. I'm not sure why that one didn't disappear. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete that one since that one didn't disappear. So yeah, there we go. And that might have just went ahead and deleted the other one, but oh well. Well, let's see. Champions. No, Gladiator's still the champion. King's not the champion. Don't even worry about that. King's not the champion. He didn't win it fair and square whatsoever. So do not even worry about that one bit. Power rankings. Our power ranking champion this week is the Red Avenger. Red Avenger is now the power ranking champion. Our top 5 is Red Avenger, Sangre Blanco, Mitchell Odin, Luke Barrett, and Cedric Hawkins. And our top 5 for Monday Night Mania: Red Avenger, El Loco Gladiator, Jason King, Hans Coronado, and Jamie Knight. And then our top 5 for Friday Night Frenzy: Sangre Blanco, Mitchell Odin, Luke Barrett, Cedric Hawkins, and the Flying X. But as we look through, Barrett jumped from 13 up to 4, Gladiator jumped from 12 to 7, Jason King jumped from 20 to 9, Bailey went down from 5 to 12, Elmore jumped from 21 to 13, Panther went down from 9 to 15, Hernandez went from 8 to 19. Michaela Tice went from 37 to 23. Phoenix went from 10 to 24. And everyone else just going up or either going down on the list right now. Typo going from 30 to 43. Ooh, Kenji Taozaki going from 27 to 47. That's probably the biggest fall so far. But Brian Lowe still at the very bottom. But yeah, that is it for Wrestling Showdown Entertainment's pay-per-view Cash Slam. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Comment down below what was your favorite match from it. I'm going to have to go with the Money in the Bank match. I really like, well, the Mr. Cash match. I really like the Mr. Cash match. I thought it was a great match. But I want to hear from you. What was your favorite match? And also, don't forget to subscribe, be a part of the G-DubNation, and stay in contact for future videos. And I will see you on Monday Night Mania. Peace